Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again, man. And it's game day. Cowboys go against the Detroit Lions at 4:25 today, Eastern Standard Time. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't feel good about this game. I don't. Mainly because of all the injuries that Dallas has right now. You're going up against a Lions team that, granted, Dak Prescott is 5-0 against them. But you know, most of that was during the Lions when they weren't as great. And of course, if you hear Austin back there, he's back there singing. But yeah, so the thing that gets me right now is that with this Lions team, after you beat them in that nail biter in December, they feel slighted about that with those penalties. So they feel like that they should have won that game. Dan Campbell, being the meathead that he is, and I say that with admiration, because he is. He's a football player. He's a tight end. If you look at him, he's scary looking. Like, you don't want to see him in the back alley anywhere. Like, Dan Campbell, that's a big dude. You don't want to walk up, but he's a meathead. Like he loves football. He studies football. Like, he's a great coach. He's got this Lions team turned around. Between him and the offensive coordinator, I forget his name, they got this team rolling. They're a team that take chances. It's 4-down territory at any time with them. Like, they'll call a play on 4th down and you'd be like, what? On 4th down? You should be punting it. 4th down, we ain't punting it. What's that song? Like, yeah, like, on 4th down, they ain't punting it. They will take a chance. That's why at the end of the game, the last time they went for 2 to try to get ahead of the Cowboys. They're going to do everything. And if you don't think that Dan Campbell got this team ready for these Dallas Cowboys, you got another thing coming. Now, don't get me wrong. I always have confidence in my Cowboys. But when you look at it from a football standpoint and a talent standpoint, they are coming off a bye. They're full strength right now. They barely have anybody on their injury report right now. Dallas is coming in without, we don't have Sam Williams. We're without Micah Parsons. We're without D-Law. Without Marshawn Nealon. We're without DeRon Bland, because they said that all of a sudden, they said he was going to play. Now he's not going to play. Kayla Carson not playing. Eric Kendricks not playing. Nick Vigil's not playing. And those are your 2 linebackers that is your starter and your backup for the green dot. They're the ones that call the plays on defense. Who gonna call the plays on defense now that those guys are out? I guess Malik Hooker. He's the break glass in case of emergency green dot guy. So that's gonna be interesting. You got a safety calling the plays, and you got Damone Clark and ultimately rookies playing, because if you look at it, Overshown, he was a red-shirted rookie, so this is technically his rookie year, his first year playing. So you got him and Maris Luafau, and it's like, how can this team come up with enough gumption to beat this Lions team? It's not impossible, because football is any given Sunday, right? So we talked about that. In order for this Dallas Cowboys to win, despite all of these injuries, they're going to have to just play fundamental ball, make very minimal mistakes, if not any, because the Lions are going to capitalize on everything. You got to give credit to their team right now. Jahmyr Gibbs is a good runner. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the German American, he's a good receiver. He's a scrappy receiver. But I believe that our cornerbacks can hold him at bay. I think that our corners, even though that Kalen Carson is not playing, Ayo's been coming in and making plays. But Ayo's not a rookie. A lot of people don't understand, like, he's a 4-year vet. So, like, he's been in the league. He's just been around different teams. He's not like your top corner, but he's definitely somebody the Cowboys would trust. That's why they trust him even over Israel Mukuamu, which is interesting. When you look at what we'll get back, and that's talking in the future, once we have our bye week, we'll have a lot more people back. Micah Parsons will be back then. We'll have Deron Bland back, Kalen Carson. We'll have more people back. I think the only two people that you probably won't have back is D-Law and Marshawn Nealon. They probably won't be back till around the Thanksgiving-ish time. But yeah, so when you look at what we're rolling out right now with Carl Lawson and Osa Odigizua and friends, right? And friends. Got to put that and friends, because we're playing backups and backups and backups right now on defensive end. We are so short. We signed a dude named Luigi. I don't even know who he is. Luigi Villain. Sound like villain. Got an interesting name. But who knows if he'll play. But guys that you know of, like Carlos Watkins, Osa Odigizua, Joseph, Mozzie, Carl Lawson, those guys that are left playing have to come out and play. They have to play. There's no playing. They got to play. There's no playing around. They got to come out there and they got to do their thing and they got to play. So with that being said, I just want this team to just play their best, right? If we lose, I can't be super upset if we lose, because you are playing against a team that that's full strength and you're not. But if the Dallas Cowboys pull this off, I'm gonna be jumping around. I'll be jumping around like a kid on Christmas. But what you're gonna have to do, and if they can provide pressure, their offensive lineman Decker and Ragnow is their center, but Glasgow and Decker, those two guys, I believe, are they've allowed the most pressures to quarterbacks this year. So if you could provide pressure and get in Jared Goff's face, he's gonna throw the ball errant. He's a good quarterback, don't get me wrong, but he's the type of guy, if you get in his face, he's gonna get rattled and he's gonna give you one. So if long as we can provide pressure up front and stop that, and not necessarily stop the run, I don't think they're gonna be able to stop it because you don't have your big dogs, but at least keep them from having long gains and blocking you out of plays, and that can't happen this game, because if they're running all over the field on you, they're gonna win. They're gonna blow us out. So you're gonna have to play smart. Everybody has to be sound, play their position, stay in their gaps, try not to get blocked out of the play, and pay attention to where the ball's going. Understand how they're attacking you and counteract that. Pressure the quarterback, and you do those other things, you have a good chance of at least pulling this win out. On offense, we have to play like how we did last weekend better. I predict that CeeDee Lamb's going to have a really good game because the Lions has a suspect secondary. So I think that we are going to our offensive line got to hold Dak Prescott upright though, because Aiden Hutchin, that boy good, and you gotta make sure that you get that ball out quick, do some read option, play action, run the ball like we did last week with Rico Dowdle, do different things, screens, get them off balance, and you stop them on third and whatever, and a fourth down because they'll go for it like I told you. And on offense, Dak Prescott's gotta take over this game. He has got to be the leader and the $60 million man that he is. He's got to do his thing this game. And players like CD, Jalen Tolbert, the whole cast, Hunter Lipke, I want everybody being utilized in this game. Even Ezekiel Elliott. Like, Ezekiel Elliott was dumbfounded by the targets, the non-targets that he was getting. Well, you wonder why we're not doing good in the red zone. Well, first game of the season, didn't Ezekiel Elliott score a rushing touchdown? Why did you stop doing that? Put Zeke back in there in goal line situations, and you good. Let Rico do the dirty work and then grind it out with Ezekiel Elliott in that end zone. That's all you got to do. Like, just be smart about it. Stop playing this knick-knack, paddywhack offense. Everybody's like, oh, we need to scrap the offense. No, we don't. This offense is basically a West Coast offense that we turn into the Texas Coast offense. All it is West Coast offense. There's so many things that you can add and create and branch off of this offense and do different things to make this that offensive scheme work. So it's a great offense. They just have to utilize the players within it, and you have the players to do it. I want to see them keep incorporating Kavontae Turpin in a lot of things. I don't necessarily want to see him in the backfield, but I like to see him on these go routes and these 9 routes. Let's continue doing that. Seams, goes, and 9s. Yeah.
All right.
And Austin Brady go to church. Yes, we're almost there. So with that being said, I want to say this is going to probably be a shootout, a higher scoring game. I'm going to say the Cowboys get out in the end, I hope. I'm gonna say yeah, I'm gonna say 31-28 Cowboys. Let me know what your score predictions are. But you know, I ain't never afraid of no team. It's just that with the injuries that we have right now, it's gonna be hard for the Dallas Cowboys to pull off. But if they pull it off, power to them. But always go Cowboys. Like, share, subscribe. Go Cowboys. You hear that?
I like go Cowboys.
Yes, yeah, he does. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. It's your boy E2 Blue, always keeping it real. Peace out.